Well, it's been a tough go for the Edmonton Oilers since the Four Nations break. They're coming off a, pretty tough loss to the Anaheim Ducks and are now 3-7-1 in their past 11 games. And I don't know, this Oiler team, it just feels a little different than last year, a little clipped. Knobloch had this great quote, which I think sums up how I felt watching the Oilers recently. We're a fragile team, and when things aren't going well, we lose our game. I thought our start was exactly how we needed to play, and guys were ready, and then a little bit of adversity, and we're a shell of ourselves. Those are some pretty tough words. Ones I'm guessing Oilers fans relate to, but we've also seen this season Connor McDavid be honestly human. He's got 77 points on the year, and in those last 11 games I mentioned, he's got 11 points, but is also a negative 14, which is pretty remarkable. I don't put too much into plus minus, but wow. Draisaitl, on the other hand, I think has been bringing it during the stretch. Anyway, the power play still can look disgusting, as we saw with an opening goal 10 minutes into the first. McDavid with, I think it was a purposeful toe drag, he may have lost the puck, gets it to Draisaitl, 1-0. However, some believe it or not, Zegras forechecking would soon find the future of the Ducks. Leo Carlsson scoring his 14th of the year to make it 1-1. And that would start the deluge. Mason McTavish would get, honestly, just a rough one against Pickard, but it gets worse. They'd grab two more in the span of 12 seconds. Both, honestly, not great showings by Pickard. The first one, he needs to stop. The second one, ideally, he jumps on the puck. Either way, the Ducks would add two more before Connor McDavid in the third would get one back with just an absolutely beautiful goal, just power skating coaches across the world saving this one to their phone to show kids on Saturday morning. Anyway, it feels like, again, going into the trade deadline, which is Friday, we have the same question we've been asking for the past 2 or 3 years. What are the Edmonton Oilers going to do about their goaltending? Because a team which, according to their own head coach, can't deal with adversity when they go down is going to have a tough time when they have a less reliable goalie. And I don't think either Skinner or Pickard have been playing very well lately. The Oilers remarkably have a 29-3-2 record when they've got a goaltender saving above .9. That is a realistic ask for a goaltender on a competing team. All the talk initially was Binnington. It seems like the Blues, however, do not want to move on from him, at least not yet. John Gibson, however, seems like a great option. He's having an awesome year on a terrible Ducks team. You wouldn't be able to tell watching the highlights from this video. And as an Edmonton fan, he's the player I think I'd like to see them try to get at the trade deadline. That, as well as a good top 4 defenseman, I think. One of my big what-ifs I think about is, what if Clefbaum hadn't had his career derailed? He's 31 right now. If he were still with the Oilers, he'd probably be a major piece on that blue line. Top 4, I'm sure. Just sucks. Anyway, we'll see what happens with the Oilers. Fans, let me know what you think, of course, on everything down below.